Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Bobby. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, whether it be a topic, reaction, commentary, movie review or re-review, video game let's try, a playthrough, a tier list, random topic video, whatever the case, PayPal is usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. I do have Cash App as well. Links are in the info box. Well, Cash App you could ask if you want. People rarely use that, but the others are in the info box wherever it's at on YouTube nowadays. But a dog called Vengeance from 1977. I know I said dog, like D-A-W-G, dog. Which I had never heard of this film before. When I looked some stuff up, Tarantino apparently is a fan of the film, Quentin Tarantino. It's like, oh, okay. I did listen to his reasons after I saw the film. I do disagree with him on some elements. I don't think it was as good as he made it out to be. Now, the plot of the film is Jason Miller. He, of course, from The Exorcist 1 and 3. He's a political prisoner. He was a teacher, professor. He's now this prisoner, part of a chain gang in Latin America. And one day, the guy he's chained up to, his arm gets caught under a truck. A pretty nasty effect. The guy gets the arm caught, and then Jason Miller's kind of hiding, is able to pull, and the arm comes off, is able to get the chain off and make an escape. They go after him for a bit, and there's some nice looking wide shots, like to show the whole chain gang, and all the stuff the workers are doing. Seems like a little, not a city, but like a little town of chain gang people doing work. The wide shot of him sliding down, some good stunt work there. Very nice stunt work. Because even that could be very dangerous. He's able to stay for a bit until this tractor comes with his dog. Now we do see the dog, the first thing in the film, establish how dangerous that dog is, who went after another guy that they were tracking. They test Jason Miller. Jason's able to get the gun, shoot the tractor, toss the dog away, make a run for it. And then the first half of the film is pretty much the dog wanting vengeance for the death of his owner and go after Jason Miller. Now that could be kind of an interesting idea. A dog's vengeance? Okay. I wish it was done much more exciting. I wish they carried that all the way through. I wish the film was a bit shorter. There's a lot of things I wish that could have been done that would have made this a lot more enticing for me personally. It may be enticing for you. It was for Tarantino. I wish for me, because like Jason Miller, he doesn't have a whole lot of dialogue in the first half. Then when you get to know him in the second half, he's not really that interesting of a character. I don't think Jason Miller does a bad job acting-wise. It's just, I was kind of indifferent on his character. Funny enough, you almost want to root for the dog, just because while the dog's been trained to do this, the one action where when the tractor's been shot, the dog like grabs the guy's arm to try to pull him ashore, and the tractor's like, no, get that guy, get him. And then how just adamant this dog is. And those scenes are pretty decently shot. You have some POV of the dog, POV shots. The way they train the dog, where he's like attacking, trying to get Jason Miller when he's on this boat, or attack him at night. At one point even attacking him when Jason Miller's naked. And how, obviously, the up-close shots, you see like Jason's here, where I'm at, and he's holding like a puppet. But at least they're trying to shoot it in a way to you see it as less as possible, and then cut to the real dog. I will say one thing that was a bit uneasy watching this is when the dog gets thrown, there are times where it lands really hard. Like when Jason Miller's supposed to hit it with a chain, and then it cut to the dog trying to be thrown and landing. There's a bit near the end where like is going up in the air, and then you see it like land on pavement, like, and it wasn't like a puppet. It's like you tell it was the real dog. Like they just tossed the dog, and it just, I don't know. Is it, especially those foreign films and the way they treat animals? I'm not a fan of. I'm just not. Because, I mean, they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand it's a stunt for a movie. So I know, well, you make fun of me all you want. That's just how I view in my old age nowadays. Just how it is with me. So that stuff does make me a bit uneasy. But I will say the stuff with between Jason Miller and the dog were the best parts of the film. Again, the way the attacks are done, they have a decent bit of intensity to them. Again, sometimes with the dog point of view of the camera. Again, like I said, the way the dog was trained. So as the movie goes on, to get more into spoilers. At one point, he's found by this woman, and within like 5 minutes, they do the hokey pokey. Where's my stogie? It's in you, but not in your mouth. But you get a bit of a sex scene, and the dog finds them, kills her dog. For some reason, kills her sheep. I don't know why. I get it. It's a killer dog, but at the same time, the dog, it's not like it's killing people left and right. It's not like if it sees someone, it immediately kills them, then keeps going, and immediately kills this person, keeps going. There are times where it's near other people and ignores them because it's going after Jason Miller. I'm sitting there going, well, if that's his MO, okay, the dog, it was in his way and tried to attack him. But like the sheep, you just did that to be a dick, I guess, to be a troll. Because it doesn't really do that any other time later in the film. At least I could think of. There are times it's around other people. It's not like it's grabbing this person's throat and grabbing this person's leg and all that stuff. I do find it funny that when the dog is like, because there's kids around and she's inside, Jason Miller just books it and goes, tough shit, lady. Gets the hell out of Dodge. Granted, you say that's more the realistic. That's what someone would do in real life, but just, wow, you just had sex with this lady and now you don't leave her ass while the dog's like climbing on the door. It's I'm gonna book it, fuck it. You know, it's called save ass. I'm gonna book her like a mother. I'm gonna go over there. Sorry, ladies, your problem now. Bye bye. But then the dog eventually realizes what's going on and leaves the lady her house alone. And that's the thing, the love thing never comes into play later on. It never does. You never see that character again. Then it comes back into the later usage. Just a random stop along the way to get some sex in the movie, I guess. I guess that's the only thing that really happened. Like I said, there's a bit where he's attacked on a boat. There's a bit where he's attacked at night. They're decently done. But when you get to the second half of the film, and this film is almost 2 hours long. It feels that way. At least 15 minutes, I think, could have been cut out of this. 15, 20 minutes. And the second half, I thought, was boring as hell. I did not like the second half. Because this really felt like two films in one. Like, the first is a guy being chased by this dog, which is the more interesting bit. That's what you sell in the movie, the poster, everything on. Although it's funny, the opening has like a picture of a dog, and it looks nothing like the dog in the movie. There's like Peril, dog, and it's this picture painting, however you want to put it. But it looks nothing like the dog in the movie, because the dog is, I'm bad with this, German Shepherd. But I don't know what the hell the dog in the picture they have on the opening title screen of the movie. Like the opening titles. I don't know what dog that is because it's not in the movie. But The second half of the film is just this very really boring revolution piece where Jason Miller gets with the city. He gets back to the city. He meets up with his buddies. They're sorry that he went through incarceration. They try to help him out again. Did you get back to do your teachings again? The different factions of the revolution and the revolutionary people. Some want to take it too far, some don't. Jason Mills doesn't like how some of them are taking it too far. Just seems like they're just as bad as the dictator. And some people agree with Jason Miller, some people don't. So some people want to kill Jason Miller, and then some people don't. Just a lot of secondary characters that just were not that fascinating to me, just were not that interesting to me, that really don't matter much at the end of the day. And the dog part gets very sidetracked during that. Once in a while it pops in where it's walking somewhere, or you see it's coming to the city, or what have you. But it's more of just Jason Miller kind of, all of the people in the Revolutionary Army are attacking people in the Dictator Army, and like I don't know either of your sides. I don't know either of your batch of characters, so I don't really care what's going on. And like I said, the more Jason Miller taught, the less interesting he seemed. Honestly, I don't know how else to put it. Until, spoiler alert, eventually he's caught, and thankfully some of the revolutionary guys have the opportunity to kill the general. Some of them want to kill Jason Miller, some of them don't. There's a standstill. Some have the guns on them, some take Jason Miller with them, going to get him on this plane. And you finally have the dog coming back. You finally have the dog coming back to do some stuff. Chases him across the field while Jason Miller's going to the airport. One of them has a sniper rifle. You're wondering who he's going to shoot, but he shoots the dog. That's where the dog flies up, lands really hard on the pavement. I'm like, it seemed like they just took the dog and threw it up, which I don't appreciate that. I think that's bullshit to do for a movie. So Jason Miller looks at the dog and then gets on the plane and fucks off to wherever he goes to, and the movie's over. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see a kill a dog movie, you just see Cujo. I would even rather see Man's Best Friend over this. I guess if you want to see that, and then part revolutionary story going up against a dictator movie. Which, hell, I mean, I watched The Expendables for that. I don't think it was that exciting in the second half. I thought it was very boring. I thought the first half had some decent potential. Had little, nitpicks here and there. Again, like the way some of the dog was treated, the stooping the lady, and then her really being nothing to the plot, to the story. But the second half really killed the movie for me, and I just didn't think it was as great as some people like Tarantino said. That's just my opinion. If you feel differently, teach their own. But to me, again, the first half was interesting. The second half I thought was fairly boring, and yeah. Hell, there was a movie I saw with, what was that movie that I liked a lot more? I reviewed it. John Malkovich was in it. God, what was I cannot believe I cannot remember. Bullethead. Yeah, because I always thought it was a dumb title. But Adrian Brody started it with John Malkovich, Antonio Banderas, Rory Culkin. That I liked more than this. Again, Bullethead was a stupid title for it. Unchained would have been a bit better. That was the film about three thieves. They do this job. Things go haywire. Actually, it's four people, but the driver gets killed. and they get into this abandoned warehouse. Meanwhile, this dog that was had there's these horrid dog fights. The dog lost. They tried to kill the dog. The dog said "fuck you" and killed that guy. So a chunk of the film is them being chased by this dog. Antonio Banderas is a guy that owned the dog before, part of this secret dog fighting chain of events. He comes back into play later on. That film I liked a lot more than this. That one I thought was paced a bit better, was a bit more consistent, still had some pretty good dog attack sequences. I like the cast a lot more. Yeah, Bullethead from 2017. I actually didn't mind that film. And Gazoon, I'd rather watch that than this movie again. So I would recommend that movie. But hey, if you're curious about this film, feel free. I think Seven Films released this on Blu-ray. Hey, just because I'm not big on it, you may like it very well. That's what the thing with every movie. Just watch it for yourself. Watch the trailer, whatever, and make up your own mind. I'm just here to give my opinion. But yeah, I want to say Seven Films. I want to make sure. Sorry for the delay. If you're curious about the film, just 1 second. Sorry. Blu-ray. Was it Seven Film? Yep, it is Seven Films. Okay. Should gone with my gut instinct. Appreciation by Angel Sala, head of programming at the 60th Film Festival. A film ahead of its time. I don't know how. Interview with actress Marisa Paredes. Interview with Maria, the daughter of the director Antonio Izazzi. So yeah, there's an appreciation of the film. There's 2 interviews. There's a trailer, and on Blu-ray. Stand and 2K from the original camera negative. For those who do want to check the movie out. Yeah, the dog was the best part of the movie, I thought. A daring blend of political parable and animal thriller, captivating from start to finish. I would agree with the start. I don't agree with the finish. But that's just me. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.